Hi, Mondays with Susan here. This is Susan Riley, and today we'll be talking about listening to the still small voice inside you. Okay? And I don't know if how much you guys have been ignoring that or listening to yours, but I want to just tell you a story and an experience I have with mine. And this comes out of the building phase of dream building. And why this matters to you is that there have been times when you hear or you've heard the voice and maybe you've been hesitant to follow it. So I want you to learn from my stubbornness and my mistakes to avoid a lot of pain. This is what happened to me. I grew up and all love was performance-based. It all depended on how you behaved, as or not you were accepted or ever felt loved. And with that left me very scared and insecure. I heard this voice, this still small voice on the inside of me that said, come to me, come here, and I will tell you, I will show you your value. I was terrified, though. I didn't ever know. I knew I could never measure up in real life. So what could I do to measure up to listen to that voice? So I did the only smart thing I knew to do. I ran. And I ran hard. And I ran fast. And I ran for a long time. Just anything so that I wouldn't hear that voice. I wouldn't allow myself to be alone with my thoughts. Because that, being alone where I could hear myself think, was death to me. That scared me. I would go do something, anything, even go clean rather than sit and be quiet. That you can't do that. So I ran for years. But the more you run, the emptier and emptier you get. I became numb and hopeless. And eventually, that I lost all hope, and I had planned to end the pain of my life. I was spared by friends who did an intervention to keep that from going to that. But then as I started to see and learn a different way of living with life and get some healthier ways to deal with that, once again, I heard that still small voice that said, come, I will show you your worth. You know, I can remember that just like it was yesterday. I can remember exactly where I was at. Sitting in my car, I'm there at the intersection of the Loop and I-35, and I heard that come. And thank God that's a long light. But, and I had to sit there, and I remember sitting there going, okay, this time, I know I have been too afraid to go and come to you and to see what it is you wanted to show me. Because I didn't deserve it. I didn't have any way I could ever measure up. But I have run away, and I know where that path went. I followed it all the way to the end, and I know that path led to death. So I said, okay. And what I received at that point, because it was like stepping across a threshold into a room. All of the pain, all of the anxiety, all of the rejection, all that stuff that I carried around that was such a big heavy weight on me, it was not allowed in that room. So as I stepped across the threshold, all of that stuff that was on me that I was carrying just dropped off. And I stepped into relief and peace. And it did make a big change in my life. So as you go forward in your life and you face that challenge of listening to that still small voice, I want you to remember that you can trust it, because the plan that God has for you is good. And to trust that whatever is inside you, that the voice is inside of you, is for you, and it is far more powerful than any circumstance, you'll ever be facing. Thank you guys for listening today. I appreciate you being here with me. And I will be talking to you guys next week. Mwah! If you have gotten some benefit at this, write in the comments, please. What was your takeaway from this? What was your number one takeaway from this? And then and put it in the comments, because I read all of my comments. Okay? And I'll see you guys next Monday on Mondays with Susan. And you can always reach me on SusanRiley.com. SusanRileyOnline.com. Okay? Bye.